Imagine this. You walk into a room full of people speaking English. You want to join, but your mind freezes. You know the words, you know the grammar, but when it's time to speak, nothing comes out. Has this ever happened to you? Don't worry, my friend. You are not alone. Millions of English learners face the same problem every day. The truth is, learning English is not only about memorizing rules or collecting vocabulary. It's about training your brain to think in English, so the words come out naturally, just like in your first language. Imagine looking at a chair and instantly thinking, chair, without translation. Imagine waking up and your first thought being, I need coffee, in English. That is real fluency. And the best part? You can train your brain to do this. In this video, I will show you step by step how to think and speak in English confidently, clearly, and fast. Part 1. Why you must think in English. Hello, my friend, and welcome to this lesson, Think and Speak in English. If you really want to speak English confidently, if you want to improve English fast, then this lesson is for you. Many learners study for years, but still feel stuck. They know grammar, they know vocabulary, but when it is time to speak, they freeze. Does this sound like you? Don't worry. You are not alone. I understand your struggle, and today I will help you. Here is the truth. Fluency does not come from memorizing big grammar books. Fluency does not come from translating in your head. Fluency comes when you learn to think in English. When you think in English, you speak faster, you sound more natural, and you feel more confident. No more stopping, no more panic, just simple, clear, confident English. Think about this for a moment. When you speak your first language, do you translate? Of course not. You just think and speak. The words flow without effort. That is what we want in English. And the good news is, you can train your brain to do this. It is not magic. It is daily practice. It works for everyone, even if your English level is beginner. Now let me ask you a question. When you see a chair, what do you think first? Do you think the word in your language, then translate to English, then say chair? If yes, that is the problem. Translation is slow. It is like driving with the handbrake on. To speak English confidently, you must train your brain to see the chair and think chair instantly, without your language in between. This is how you become fluent. Let's do a small exercise together. Look around you right now. Maybe you see a table, a book, a phone, a bottle of water. Say the words in English in your mind. Table, book, phone, bottle. Say them again, faster. Now, touch one object and say it out loud. Book. Do it again. Phone. You are training your brain to connect directly with English. This is the first step. Here is another example. Imagine you wake up in the morning. Normally, you think in your language, I need to brush my teeth. I need to make coffee. Instead, try to think directly in English. I brush my teeth. I make coffee. These are simple sentences, but they are powerful. When you repeat them every day, your brain learns to think in English naturally. Now let me give you a short dialogue. Listen carefully. Tom says, "Hi, how are you?" Anna replies, "I'm good, thank you." "And you?" Tom answers, "I'm fine. What are you doing?" Anna says, "I'm reading a book." Tom replies, "Oh, nice. This is simple small talk, but I want you to notice something important. These are everyday phrases. You don't need complex grammar to sound fluent. You just need speed, flow, and confidence. When you practice dialogues like this in your mind, you start to think in English, not translate. Here is your first challenge. After this video, I want you to spend 5 minutes walking around your room. As you see objects, name them in English. If you see your bed, say bed. If you see your shoes, say shoes. If you see a picture on the wall, say picture. If you don't know the English word, that's okay. You can check later. The important thing is to practice thinking in English, not in your language. Now, maybe you are asking, "But teacher, how can I keep doing this every day?" I forget. I get busy. Don't worry. I will show you easy methods to make this a daily habit. I will give you strategies to improve English fast and to build strong English fluency. You will learn how to turn English into your daily thinking language. But first, I want you to really understand this. Thinking in English is not only about words, it is about sentences, feelings, and situations. You want to connect your thoughts directly to English. Imagine you are hungry. Don't think in your language, then translate. Just think, "I'm hungry." Imagine it's raining. Don't translate. Just think, "It's raining." Step by step, your brain will learn. This is the foundation of speaking English confidently. And in the next part, I will show you how to expand this practice, how to move from single words to full sentences, and how to use daily mini dialogues in your head to get faster and faster. This will change the way you speak forever. So stay with me, because in the next section, we will go deeper. We will train your brain to stop translating and start living in English. Are you ready? Let's go. Part 2. From words to sentences. Welcome back, my friend. In the first part, we talked about why you must think in English and how to begin with simple words. We practiced naming objects around you: bed, phone, table, shoes. That was the first step. But now, we need to go further. Because words are good, but sentences are better. When you train your brain to connect ideas in English sentences, your fluency grows faster. This is how you move from basic speaking to confident communication. Let me ask you something. Do you want to only say book, phone, chair? Or do you want to say, "I'm reading a book. My phone is on the table. That chair is very comfortable"? Of course, you want sentences, because sentences are real communication. And the truth is, building sentences in English does not need to be difficult. You don't need complex grammar rules. You just need simple patterns, and you need to practice them again and again until they become automatic. Here is a very simple sentence pattern. I plus verb. For example, I eat, I walk, I read, I sleep. 4 short sentences, but very powerful. Why? Because they are the foundation of English. From this, you can add more details. I eat rice. I walk to school. I read a book. I sleep early. Do you see? You start with I plus verb, then you add more. Let's try another pattern. It is plus adjective. For example, it is hot. It is cold. It is easy. It is difficult. These are simple, but they are real English sentences. You can use them every day. Look around now. Can you say, it is bright? Can you say, it is quiet? Try it. This is thinking in English. Now let me give you a short dialogue to practice. David, what are you doing? Sarah, I'm cooking dinner. David, oh, nice. Is it easy? Sarah, no, it is difficult, but I like it. See how simple it is? These are everyday sentences you can use in real life. You don't need advanced vocabulary. You just need to connect words into small, clear sentences. Here is your challenge for today. For 5 minutes, describe what you are doing in English sentences. If you are sitting, say, I am sitting. If you are drinking tea, say, I am drinking tea. If you hear noise outside, say, it is noisy. Describe your actions. Describe your surroundings. This is powerful practice. It helps your brain create direct connections in English. Now, I know what you might be thinking. But teacher, I make mistakes. My grammar is not perfect. Let me tell you something important. Fluency is not about perfection. Fluency is about communication. If you say, I go market, people will still understand you. Of course, the correct sentence is, I go to the market. But don't stop speaking just because of one missing word. Mistakes are part of learning. The more you speak, the faster you improve. Here's another way to practice. Imagine little conversations in your head during the day. For example, imagine you are at the shop. You can think, how much is this? Imagine you are talking to a friend. You can think, I'm busy today. Let's meet tomorrow. These short dialogues train your brain to think fast in English. You don't need a partner for this practice. You can talk silently in your head anytime. Let me show you one more example. Imagine you wake up in the morning. You can create a mini dialogue with yourself. Say, good morning. How are you today? Answer, I'm fine. I'm a little tired, but I'm ready. Say, what will you do today? Answer, I will study English. I will practice speaking. This is how you keep English alive in your mind. Now I want you to try a short exercise with me. Repeat these sentences after me. I drink water. I eat rice. I walk outside. It is sunny. It is nice. Good. Now close your eyes and say them again without looking. Feel the flow. Do you notice how natural it becomes after repeating? This is how fluency grows. So here is the key idea. Move from words to sentences. Use easy patterns. Don't worry about mistakes. Practice daily mini dialogues in your head. And repeat simple sentences until they become automatic. Step by step, your English will improve, and you will feel more confident. In the next part, I will show you how to use stories to practice thinking in English. We will move from small sentences to short stories, because stories connect ideas, actions, and feelings. And when you can think in stories, you can speak English more fluently and naturally. So don't miss the next section. It will change the way you practice forever. Part 3. Thinking in Stories. Welcome back, my friend. So far, you have learned to move from words to sentences. You practiced saying simple things like, I drink water, or it is sunny. That is excellent progress. But now it is time to make your English even more natural. And the best way to do that is by thinking in stories. Why stories? Because stories connect ideas. They help you remember vocabulary, grammar, and feelings all together. And when you can think in stories, you can speak with more flow, more confidence, and more emotion. Think about your daily life. Every day something happens. You wake up, you eat breakfast, you go to work or school, you talk to people, you come home. This is not just a list of actions, it is a story. And the good news is, you can practice telling these small daily stories in English. Let's try one together. Imagine this. I woke up late today. I was tired. I brushed my teeth quickly. Then I made a cup of coffee. I drank my coffee and checked my phone. After that, I walked to school. It was hot outside, but I felt happy. Do you see how natural that sounds? It's just a little story, but it connects many ideas. Now compare this with single sentences. I woke up, I brushed teeth, I drank coffee. This is okay, but it feels broken. The story is stronger. The story gives you flow. And flow is what you need for English fluency. Here's a small challenge for you. After this lesson, think about something you did today. Maybe you went to the shop. Maybe you cooked dinner. Maybe you talked with a friend. Tell that story in English, even if it is short. For example, I went to the shop. I bought some bread. The shop was busy. I waited in line. Finally, I paid and came home. This is your story. Practice telling it in your head or out loud. Now let's practice with a dialogue story. Alex. Hey, where did you go yesterday? Maria. I went to the park. Alex. Really? What did you do there? Maria. I walked and listened to music. Alex. Sounds nice. Did you go alone? Maria. Yes, I went alone, but it was relaxing. This is not just question and answer. It is a story of yesterday. Alex is curious, Maria answers, and together they create a short, simple story. This is exactly how small talk works in real life. I want you to notice something important here. The sentences are short and easy, but they are connected. That connection makes it sound fluent. You don't need long, complicated sentences. You just need small, connected sentences that create a story. Here is another exercise for you. Tonight, before you sleep, take 2 minutes and review your day in English. Say, today, I woke up early. I ate breakfast with my family. Then I studied English for 1 hour. After that, I went outside to buy fruit. Later, I watched a movie. Keep it simple, but tell the story. If you do this every night, Your brain will start to think in English naturally. Now, I know you may feel shy. You may think, but teacher, I talk slowly. I forget words. My story is not perfect. That's okay. You don't need to be perfect. Even if your story is very short, you are still training your brain. With practice, your stories will become longer, smoother, and more detailed. That is how fluency grows. Let's try another example together. Imagine you are telling your friend about your weekend. You could say, on Saturday, I went shopping. I bought some clothes. I met a friend and we had lunch. On Sunday, I stayed home. I watched TV and cleaned my room. It was a good weekend. That's it. Simple, clear, and real. If you want to challenge yourself, you can add feelings. For example, I felt excited when I met my friend. I was happy because the weather was nice. On Sunday, I felt lazy, but I still cleaned my room. Adding feelings makes your story stronger and helps you connect more with people. So, the big idea here is this. Do not only think in single words or single sentences. Train your brain to think in small stories. These stories can be about your day, your plans, or even your imagination. For example, imagine a future story. Tomorrow I will wake up early. I will go to work. I will talk to my boss. After work, I will meet my friend. This future story is also great practice. The more you practice telling stories, the faster your fluency will grow. And don't worry if your story is short or simple. Even small stories are powerful. Step by step, they will help you speak English confidently. In the next part, we will go deeper into real-life situations. You will learn how to think and speak in English when you travel, when you shop, when you meet people, and when you face everyday challenges. This is where you will really see how thinking in English can change your life. So stay with me. The next section will be very exciting. Part 4. Real-life situations. Welcome back, my friend. You have already practiced words, sentences, and small stories. That is wonderful progress. But now, let's take it even further. Let's move into real-life situations. Because at the end of the day, you don't just learn English for books or exams. You learn English to live, to travel, to work, to make friends, and to connect with people. Real-life English is the English you actually use every day, and that is where thinking in English becomes truly powerful. Let's start with one simple situation: shopping. Imagine you walk into a shop and you want to buy something. Many learners first think in their language, then try to translate into English. That makes them nervous. But if you think directly in English, it becomes easy. For example, when you enter the shop, think, I need bread. Then imagine asking, excuse me, where is the bread? When you pay, think, how much is it? These are simple phrases, but they are exactly what you need in real life. Let's practice with a short dialogue. Customer. Excuse me, how much is this shirt? Shopkeeper. It's $20. Customer. Okay, I will take it. Shopkeeper. Do you need a bag? Customer. Yes, please. Thank you. Do you see how easy that is? No difficult words, no complex grammar, just real English for real situations. You can practice dialogues like this in your mind when you walk into a shop, even if you don't speak to anyone. Think the sentences silently. How much is this? I want this. I don't need a bag. That way, when you actually need them, they will come out naturally. Now let's imagine another situation. Traveling. Many learners feel nervous when they go to a new country because they don't know what to say in English. But if you practice thinking in English, you will feel more confident. Imagine you are at the airport. You can think, where is the check-in desk? I need my passport. What time is my flight? If you practice these thoughts in English, you will be ready to use them. Here's a travel dialogue. Traveler. Excuse me, where is gate 5? Airport staff. Gate 5 is straight ahead. Traveler. Thank you very much. Airport staff. You're welcome. Again, very simple, very real. And when you think this way every time you travel, your brain starts to connect English with the real world. Now let's try another situation. Meeting new people. This is one of the most common times when you need English. Many learners worry here. They ask, what do I say? But don't worry. Thinking in English makes it easier. Imagine this. You meet someone new. Think, I say hello. I ask their name. I ask where they are from easy. Let's practice. John. Hi, my name is John. What's your name? Emma. I'm Emma. Nice to meet you. John. Nice to meet you too. Where are you from? Emma. I'm from Canada. And you? John. I'm from Spain. This is basic small talk, but small talk is the door to bigger conversations. If you can start simple, you can go further. Here's your challenge now. I want you to choose one real-life situation: shopping, traveling, or meeting someone. Close your eyes and imagine it. Imagine you are there. Now, think in English. What do you say? What do you hear? Try to create a little dialogue in your head. Don't write it in your language. Don't translate. Just use English directly. Even if it is short, it is powerful practice. Remember this. English fluency is not about knowing the most words. It's about being ready for real life. If you can buy food, ask for directions, order coffee, or introduce yourself in English, you already sound fluent. Confidence comes from using English in real situations, not just from studying grammar. Now maybe you feel shy to practice with real people. That's okay. You can still practice in your head. When you go outside, look at the world and describe it in English. At the bus stop, think, the bus is late. At the cafe, think, I want a cup of tea. At the park, think, children are playing. This is real English, and you are practicing without even speaking. So here is the key. Make English part of your everyday life. Don't only study from books, live in English. Think in English when you shop, travel, or meet people. Step by step, you will feel more comfortable, and soon, speaking English will feel natural. In the next part, I will show you something very special: how to train your inner voice. Yes, the voice in your head. Because your inner voice can either slow you down with translation or speed you up with fluent English thoughts. If you learn to control it, you will unlock a new level of fluency. So don't miss the next part. It will open your mind in a completely new way. Part 5. Training your inner voice. Welcome back, my friend. In the last part, we practiced thinking in English during real-life situations, shopping, traveling, meeting new people. That was very useful. But now let's go even deeper. Let's talk about your inner voice. This is the little voice inside your head that speaks to you all day. Maybe it says, "I'm hungry," or "I'm tired," or "I forgot my keys." That voice is always there, even when you don't notice it. And here is the secret. If you can train your inner voice to speak in English, you will improve English fast and become fluent much quicker. Think about this for a moment. Most people use their inner voice in their first language. For example, if you are from Spain, your inner voice speaks Spanish. If you are from Japan, your inner voice speaks Japanese. But what if, little by little, you start changing that voice into English? What if your brain starts saying, "I'm hungry," instead of saying it in your language? That is real fluency training. Let's try a simple exercise. Right now, listen to your inner voice. What are you thinking? Maybe you are thinking, "This video is interesting." Or maybe, "I don't understand everything." Stop. Say it in English. "This video is interesting. I don't understand everything." You just switched your inner voice into English. That is the practice. Here's another way. When you are walking, use your inner voice to describe what you see. Say in your head, "The street is busy. A man is walking his dog. A car is stopping." You don't need to speak out loud. Just use your inner voice. This is powerful because you can do it anywhere. On the bus, in the park, even at work. Nobody knows you are practicing, but your brain is getting stronger every minute. Let's practice with feelings. Normally, your inner voice says, "I'm bored," or "I'm happy," or "I'm nervous" in your language. But instead, train yourself to say, "I'm bored," "I'm happy," "I'm nervous," simple sentences, but in English. The more you do this, the faster your brain will start thinking naturally in English. Now let me give you a short inner dialogue example. Imagine you are hungry. Your inner voice says, "I'm hungry. What will I eat? Maybe I will eat rice. No, maybe bread. Yes, bread is good." Do you see how natural this is? It is just your thoughts, but in English. And the more you do it, the more fluent you become. Here is a little challenge for you. For the next 10 minutes after this lesson, try to keep your inner voice in English. Whatever you think, say it inside your head in English. If you forget a word, don't stop. Use simple words or describe it. For example, if you don't know the word umbrella, you can say, "the thing for rain." That's okay. The goal is to keep thinking in English without going back to your first language. Now maybe you are asking, "But teacher, what if my inner voice is too slow?" I think slowly in English, that's fine. At the beginning, it will be slow, but with practice, it will get faster and faster. Think of it like exercise. The first day you run, you are slow, but after 1 month, you are faster. It is the same with your inner voice. Here is a very useful trick. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Yes, really. Look in the mirror and use your inner voice out loud. Say, "How are you today?" "I'm fine. I'm tired, but I'm happy. I will study English." At first, it feels funny, but it works. You connect your thoughts, your voice, and your confidence all together. Let me show you another short dialogue that you can use as your inner voice practice. Me, your teacher. What will you do tomorrow? You, inner voice. Tomorrow I will study English. I will practice speaking. Me. Good. What else will you do? You. I will meet my friend. We will drink tea. Me. Excellent. This is just your inner voice pretending to have a conversation. And it is one of the fastest ways to train fluency. So here's the key. Don't wait for someone else to talk to you in English. Talk to yourself. Use your inner voice. Train it every day. Even 5 minutes a day can make a big difference. Step by step, English will become your natural thinking language. In the next part, we will talk about something even more exciting, speed training. Yes, I will show you how to make your English thoughts faster and smoother so you don't freeze when speaking. We will use fun exercises that train your brain to think quickly in English. You don't want to miss this because speed is the secret to sounding confident. Part 6. Speed Training for English Fluency. Welcome back, my friend. You've already learned how to train your inner voice, and that was an important step. But now, let's take it to another level. Let's talk about speed, because fluency is not just about words. It's not just about sentences. Fluency is about how fast and how smoothly the words come out of your mouth. And here's the good news. You can train your brain to think and speak faster in English. Think about a time when you wanted to say something in English, but the words came too slowly. Maybe you knew the words, but they just didn't come quickly enough. This is very common, but don't worry. With the right practice, you can make your English thoughts fast, like lightning. Let's start with a simple exercise. 1-second sentences. This means you give yourself only 1 second to say a sentence in English. For example, I say coffee, and in 1 second, you must say, I drink coffee. If I say bus, you say, I take the bus. Don't wait. Don't think too long. Just speak. The goal is speed, not perfection. Mistakes are okay. What matters is training your brain to react quickly. Let's try a few together. I say book. You say, I read a book. I say phone. You say, I use my phone. I say rain. You say, it is raining. Did you do it quickly? If yes, that is great practice. If not, don't worry. Try again, and you will get faster. Another great exercise is quick questions and answers. For example, ask yourself, what is your name? Answer fast. My name is Ali. Ask, where are you from? Answer fast. I'm from Pakistan. Ask, what do you like? Answer fast. I like pizza. Don't stop. Don't think too much. Just answer. The more you do this, the faster your brain will become. Now, let's practice a fast dialogue. Teacher, what are you doing? You. I'm watching a video. Teacher. What will you do later? You. I will study English. Teacher. What did you eat today? You. I ate rice. Teacher. Great. See how quick and simple that was? This is speed training. Here's another fun challenge. It's called 30-second talk. Choose any topic, maybe food, family, hobbies, or your day. Then, speak nonstop in English for 30 seconds. Don't worry about mistakes. Just keep talking. For example, if the topic is food, you can say, I like food. I like pizza. I eat pizza every week. My family also likes pizza. Sometimes we eat rice. Rice is healthy. I cook rice with chicken. Keep going until 30 seconds are finished. At first it feels difficult. You may stop, you may repeat, you may feel nervous, but after some practice, you will notice that your English becomes faster, smoother, and more confident. This exercise is powerful because it pushes your brain to think in English without stopping. Now, let me share another technique. Shadowing. This means listening to a short piece of English, maybe a movie line, a podcast, or a dialogue, and then repeating it immediately, almost at the same time as the speaker. For example, if you hear, I'm going to the shop, you say, I'm going to the shop, with the same speed and rhythm. Shadowing trains your brain to match natural English speed. It also helps with pronunciation and confidence. Here's a tip for shadowing. Start with short sentences. Don't choose long speeches. Choose simple dialogues like, How are you? I'm fine. What are you doing? I'm reading. Repeat them until you can follow without delay. This is like music practice. Repeat, repeat, repeat until it becomes natural. Now let's do a small speed challenge together. I'll give you 3 words. Morning, school, bus. Quickly, in 5 seconds, try to make a story. For example, in the morning I go to school by bus. That's it. A quick, simple story. You can play this game with any 3 words you choose. It's fun and very effective. Remember, fluency is about speed, not perfection. If you speak slowly because you are always checking grammar in your head, you will sound nervous. But if you speak quickly, even with small mistakes, you will sound confident. And confidence is what people notice first, not grammar. So here's your practice plan. Do 1-second sentences, quick questions and answers, 30-second talks, and shadowing. If you practice these daily, even for just 10 minutes, your English will become faster and more fluent. In the next part, I will show you how to stay confident when speaking with other people. Because speed is important, but if you lose confidence in front of others, your fluency disappears. So, get ready. We are going to build your confidence step by step. Part 7. Building confidence to speak English with people. Now that you've practiced thinking fast and speaking fast, let's talk about something very important: confidence. Because you can know many words, you can practice many exercises, but if you don't feel confident when you open your mouth, your fluency will disappear. Confidence is the key to speaking English with people in real life. So, how do we build confidence? Let's start with something simple. Change your mindset. Many learners think, if I make a mistake, people will laugh at me. But here's the truth. Most people don't care about your mistakes. They care about your message. They care about your smile, your effort, your energy. So instead of thinking, I must be perfect, start thinking, I just need to communicate. Let me tell you a short story. I had a student from Brazil. She was very shy and always worried about grammar. She often stayed silent because she didn't want to be wrong. One day, I asked her to just say anything, even if it was wrong. She said slowly, "Yesterday, I go park." Of course, the grammar was not correct, but guess what? I understood her perfectly. She wanted to say she went to the park yesterday. I smiled and said, "Great. I understand." From that day, she started speaking more, and step by step, her confidence grew. Remember this: communication first, perfection later. Now, let's practice a confidence exercise. Stand up if you can, take a deep breath, and say loudly, I can speak English. I am learning every day. I will improve fast. Say it with power, like you really believe it. This kind of self-talk may feel strange at first, but it gives your brain positive energy. Confidence starts inside your mind. Another way to build confidence is to practice with easy wins. Don't start with big, difficult conversations. Start small. For example, say one English sentence to yourself in the mirror. Hello, how are you? Do this every morning. Then, try one sentence with a friend online. How's your day? Then, maybe write a short comment in English on YouTube or social media. Each small step gives you success, and success builds confidence. Now let's practice a simple dialogue. Imagine you are meeting someone new. You. Hi, my name is Sarah. What's your name? Other person. My name is David. You. Nice to meet you, David. Where are you from? Other person. I'm from Canada. You. Oh, that's interesting. I'm from India. Do you like living here? Other person. Yes, I like it. See? Very simple. Not perfect, but good enough. And this short success will make you feel stronger. Here's another tip. Use body language. When you speak English, smile. Use your hands. Look at the person's face. Your body gives you confidence. Even if your words are simple, your smile makes people feel good and they want to listen to you. But what if you feel nervous? What if your heart beats fast and your hands shake? That's okay. Every language learner feels this. The trick is to keep speaking even if you feel afraid. Don't stop. Don't apologize for your English. Just keep going. The more you practice, the less nervous you will feel. Let's do a quick confidence challenge. Right now, I want you to say out loud, my English is not perfect, but I can communicate. Say it again. My English is not perfect, but I can communicate. This sentence is powerful because it frees you from the pressure of perfection. Another good exercise is role play. Imagine you are in a cafe. Pretend you are ordering coffee. Say, hello, can I have a coffee, please? Imagine the barista says, sure, would you like sugar? You answer, yes, please. Or maybe, no, thank you. Practicing these small, real-life situations in a safe place makes you ready for the real world. Now here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come before you speak. Confidence comes after you speak. The more you practice, the stronger you feel. So don't wait to feel ready. Start speaking now, and confidence will grow naturally. So, my friend, repeat after me one last time. I can do it. I can speak English with confidence. Say it strong, because it's true. In the next part, we will talk about how to keep improving every day, even when you are busy. This will help you turn English into a daily habit so that fluency becomes natural in your life. Don't miss it. You'll see how small daily actions can make a huge difference.